Hey, guys, welcome back. I'm your girl, R.S. Lewis, aka the Insomniac Writer, and today I have a brief, quick little episode about people, toxic people. And it's going to be short because this is actually the final episode of this season. I didn't get a proper season finale, so I definitely want to give it to you now and also give you the updates on the next season. So if you're new here, make sure you favorite, save, heart this podcast so you can be notified of future episodes and stuff. For everyone else, welcome to the Single Chronicles. Missing someone. Missing someone. Okay, so back in July, I had an episode entitled Emotional Manipulation versus Accountability. And it was basically about people's inability to be accountable for their actions or the things that they do and say. And don't get me wrong, we can all be afraid of accountability. It can be tough to swallow that. It can be a tough pill to swallow. However, it does not mean that we can't do it. It's not an impossible thing. And we can't blame others for our lack of whatever. It could be your lack of finding a partner, getting ahead in life, getting money. There are a plethora of ways to find happiness in this world. And you can't blame the lack of your happiness on other people. Like, I see a lot of people out here, instead of finding true happiness within and finding the will to just go forward, what they do is they blame everyone for their woes. They blame everybody for their shit. You know, these niggas ain't shit, excuse my language. These bitches ain't shit, excuse my language. And it's sad because that's so dumb. I'm sorry. It's just messed up because I'm not going to say, and don't get me wrong, if you've been a listener from day one, there were times where I talked about groups of people, particularly groups of men. And I had to take a look in the mirror because what I was saying was coming from a place of pain. And people don't want to heal from pain. People don't want to move on from pain. It's actually easier to stay stuck and stagnant in trauma, toxicity, and pain. It's really easy for people. But it's hard to heal. You know how hard it is to heal from something that hurt you? Or heal from someone that hurt you? It's damn near impossible. It's very hard because once you heal from that, sometimes you uncover some other shit that you didn't even know was wrong. I know when I started healing from a former relationship, I started healing from eating terrible foods. Don't get me wrong, I still eat some crap every now and again, but I started for the most part putting better things in my body and hanging around better people. For the most part, sometimes just hanging around by myself. And I started to pull away from people that didn't serve any purpose aside from just being toxic and traumatic and just drama driven. You know, folks that want to gossip, and I just don't like it. It turns my stomach because, you know, I've been the topic of drama. I've been the topic of gossip, and I'm like, wow, my name has been in more rooms than I actually been in, and that's some shit. And I just had to, get away from that, and I had to pull away from that. So I just said, you know what, F it. I'm not dealing with this no more. I'm not doing it anymore. And that started to piss people off because the first thing people said was, well, damn, you don't fuck with me no more? You don't get down with me no more? It's not that. It's just that I'm trying to be in a better place. Now, you can join me and be in a better place, but you can't bring your bullshit in here. I'm sorry. It's just like when you have a party and you invite folks, you just like, come on through. We're going to have this. We're going to have that. People do one or two things. They ask who all going to be there. Or if they're on the other side of that, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, don't bring no bullshit. You know what I mean? That's the two things people say. Look, who all going to be there? Especially if you're not the toxic type of person, you just want to know who the fuck going to be there. Because if it's going to be drama and foolery, you just like, no, I'd rather just stay home. Or you got the folks that you do invite, they got some shit with them, but they cool or whatever, and you feel obligated because they're your friend, they're your relative. You're like, all right, come through, and then you're like, don't come over here with your bullshit. Don't you start with your bullshit. I ain't got time for it. I don't feel like it. You got to give them a disclaimer. You got to give them a warning. And who got time for that? We grown. Like, I guess I got, to the point, I just got tired of it. And I just had to grow beyond it. Now, another thing I noticed, and this is kind of the second part of this, I noticed that when people don't have their mental shit together, they judge other people. And this is borders on narcissism, because, and I'm tired of using that word, I'm tired of hearing that word, but because it covers a lot of things. It's a blanketed term to me. Or the fact that people on social media, some people learned what it was on social media and everyone ran with it. So the thing about it is, people will judge other people based on whatever criteria in their head. I don't know. But they will judge and rate other people based off of some dumbass criteria. And I noticed that a lot. Because I've had people ask me, well, how do you rate yourself? And I used to say I rate myself a 10, period. And it ain't got shit to do with looks. It ain't got shit to do with my body. You know what I mean? And I used to say that. And even when I started healing, and I was like, oh yeah, I eat good, I work, I do this, I do that, I do all these. But then I saw something, I stumbled on something else, and it made me think, I'm not rating myself shit. Based off of who? That would imply me as a healer, me as an instructor, me who is a person who try to empower other people's lives. Why would I rate myself better or worse than someone else? That means I'm judging or rating someone else. And that means someone is less than or more than. That means I'm less than or I'm more than. I'm just me. I'm the version of me. I can't compare myself to no one else but me. Now, in terms of who I am compared to who I used to be, yeah, I'm a 10, but I used to be a 5. You know what I mean? So I'm in that type of thing. But, when people say rate yourself, or how do you see a person and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, compared to what? What is the catalyst? Like, what is the basis for what we're comparing ourselves to? Well, like, why? We're all humans. Like, it's weird. Like, other mammals don't do this shit. It's either someone they vibe with or when they want to mate with or whatever, and they keep it pushing. Humans complicate things with shit that's not necessary. Oh, if he's not tall, he's not good. If he doesn't make a certain amount of money, he's not good. Oh, if she got she's skinny or she's too fat. Oh, she had kids in a previous relationship or marriage. And we judge women and men based off of criteria that don't matter. I remember like a friend of mine was like, I will never date a chick with kids. That's ghetto. Blah blah blah. I just can't. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with kids. I love the kids. Yada yada yada. But I'm not dating no girl with kids. I don't have no kids. I don't want to date somebody with kids. Guess what happened? He ended up marrying somebody with kids. And this woman was 10 times better than any other girl he dated and took seriously, because we look at shit that don't fucking matter. Now, you could say me personally, I don't want to date nobody with kids. And guess what? And I'm going to tell you why. I don't want to date a shitty parent, a parent that can't co-parent, because then that tells me, where do I fit into the scenario? Now, if you got your shit on right, you co-parenting, or you're a widow, maybe. Or if your child is just a little older. I don't have any young children. I'm getting to the point where I'm too old to make another baby my damn self. So that's just not something that I foresee. Now, I'm not saying that I won't do it, but it's just not an idealistic thing for me, because the last couple of relationships that I had tried, and the other ones had kids because I had a kid. I figured, okay, the kids can play together, yada yada yada, this and the third. I found out that, yeah, this just doesn't work for me. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I can't deal with this shit. I'm not putting up with this. I'm not dealing with the baby mama drama or any of that shit. Just not. I can't. I don't have the fucking patience for it. So I just decided, nope. Now going forward, looking at my homie that decided. Now the mother of his children and now his wife. First she was the wife, then she became the mother of his children, who also had a child. She's like one of the dopest people ever. Like, we miss out on awesome people because we judge them based off of criteria that doesn't fucking matter. Is this person a good parent? Will they take care of children that you decide that you want? Yes. Okay, like if you're going to judge somebody on weight alone, like I see posts all the time, don't date a girl that's fat. You must have got your heart broken by one. My thing is, weight can be lost. Now, I'm not saying date someone who is not, like, I'm physically active. Weight aside, I don't want to date someone who doesn't have a lot of those, that doesn't have things in common that I like to do. I'm in the gym 5 to 6 days out of the week. So if you are not into that lifestyle, that shit is going to irk you after a while. You know what I mean? You're going to be like, babe, what you make to eat? Oh, I'm eating protein pancakes for breakfast. And don't get me wrong, I can cook my ass off. But 9 times out of 10, the shit that I'm going to eat is not going to, it might be plant-based. It might be kosher fish. If it is not going to be plant-based, it's going to be healthy, stuff like that. Somebody that's not fucking healthy is not going to want to live with me. And I'm just saving us the headache now. Unless they're trying to adapt the lifestyle, or I'm trying to go back to that lifestyle that they have now, it's not going to work. It's just going to, certain things you just can't. It's hard to find a common ground. Can it work? Possibly, yes. Just like dating someone that's out of your religion. Can it work? Possibly, yes. But it will take a lot of work. And if you don't have the patience for it, that doesn't mean that that person isn't for you. They're not a good person. It's just not for you. You know what I mean? They're not a bad person because they're not the same faith as you. They're not a bad person because they're not the same weight or height as you. They're not a bad person because their check isn't the same as your. Like, my thing is, if you know the female anatomy, we can gain weight for so many different reasons. Like, I remember I had someone that was like, oh, well, you're a big girl, you're not healthy, blah, 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 that type time. And I was like, pull up on me. Meet me meet me on the drive. We're gonna run. We only gonna jog for a mile. That's it. 10, 15 minutes out of your day, not including the stretch and the cool down or whatever. So I was like, just give me 30 minutes. They were like, it take you 30 minutes. All right, if you can't do that, it's too hot, you want to complain, okay, meet me at the gym. Matter of fact, come to my class. You ain't even got to do the twerk part. Just come to my class. So, long story short, this person could not keep up with me. And I said, before you go to judge a book by its cover and think, oh, first of all, not everybody that's big is unfit or unhealthy. Secondly, you don't know where they are on their health and fitness journey. They might have just started. And here you come with the judgmental berating of comments and shit that you got to say. And now this person just doesn't. They're like, fuck it. I'm never going to get to where I want to be. Now, you got some people who say, screw you. I got this. Who the hell are you? It takes a miserable ass person to get triggered or upset by the shit that someone else is doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that type of person where, like, if you're doing something that I don't particularly care for, that's cool. That's fine and dandy. Rock out. That has shit to do with me. Now, if you're doing something that I don't like to me, or that can hurt people, that's different. But if you just doing something, like if you eat pork chops and chitlins, you ain't cooking the shit in my house, so I don't give a fuck. That's your health. Now, if you come to me down the road and say, hey, Rose, I got these health complications, then we're going to have a conversation about some shit. But for the most part, I'm not going to judge you for your life choices. I'm not going to judge you for the shit that you do. If the shit that you're doing is not hurting me or other people or, you know what I mean, innocent animals, creatures, whatever, then rock the fuck out. Your business is your business. The problem is everybody's business. We want everybody's business to be our business. We worried about what every fucking body else do. And we get to this thing where it's like, if a woman is single over a certain age, she's not valued. What, based on who? Based on who or what? Because what does value mean? You know what I mean? Like, are you putting the value of her life, of her, you know, are you putting her value and her worth based off of her age only? Think about it. What is it that you are talking about value? Is it her ability to bear children? Is it her ability to be a homemaker, wife, or mother? Is it her ability to be a decent person, to be a kind person, to be a nurturing person, or to just be a partner in any facet of the way? Or you just want somebody to just look pretty? That's all you want? Because if that's all you want, just say that. Just say, I'm very shallow and I want someone to look a certain thing. Same thing, shoe on the other foot when it comes to women looking for a man that's a specific height, that got a specific amount of money that he makes. Because the crazy thing about it, I watched this, I think it was Kevin Samuels episode, and the girl was like, I want a guy to make 6 figures. And Kevin Samuels asked, do you make 6 figures? And she was like, no. Well, okay. Then he asked her how much she weighed, and this is how she rated herself, and all these toxic ass questions, just falling into his trap. And it was like, you want these things. He was like, so what, and basically he was asking her, what can she provide for this high value man? Because he's valued by the money he makes. See, like the problem that I have is that we put these I guess stereotypes or these connotations on ourselves, and then we get mad because people judge us by that. Like we say, this is what makes me valuable. And then when you get with someone and they say, well, if those are the things that you say make you valuable, then that's all I want from you. That's what you're putting on the forefront. So you can't get mad if that's what somebody is asking you for, because that's what you advertise. Now, if I advertise that I sell, let's just say I advertise that I sell clothes. I sell clothes, a specific brand of clothes. I sell workout gear. And you get there, and ain't that not a damn tracksuit in the place. Ain't no yoga pants, ain't no tights, ain't no sports bras, ain't shit in there. That's false advertisement. But if that's all I sell, you know what I mean? And then people coming in there for workout clothes, I can't get mad if someone come in there and be like, why, you should sell more stuff. Why are you only selling workout gear? Why don't you sell formal wear? And I get mad. Like, I can get upset at the fact that the person was dumb enough to see that that's not what I wear. But I'm not going to get mad because that's all they want. Like, if they come in there wanting just sports stuff all the time, damn, why don't people come in here and want other stuff? That's what you're selling, dumbass. So, it's like one of those things where we put these things, these criteria on us, and then we get mad that that's what people want and judge us for it. I don't know. God, some of y'all slow. I ain't trying to judge nobody. But anyway, that's just what I'm thinking. Another thing, and I'm going to get out of here. I got upset with this connotation about, like, going back to the value. Oh, yes, Kevin Samuels thing. I almost forgot. So he turned around on another episode and asked a female the same fucking thing about, because she wanted somebody to make 6 figures. She wanted somebody to do such. You know what I mean? Wanted the guy that had all this criteria. Then he turned around and out of that same damn mouth of his, asked her, well, how much do you make? And she said, I make about 6 figures. Actually, I make middle 6 figures. So she making bank. Out of the same fucking token, you sat up there and judged her and said that her value, like, well, and she wasn't ugly. She wasn't, a plus size or whatever. The child was she was thin. She had some curves, but she was thin. So the point was, okay, if what you said, a woman that makes a woman valuable, you found it in this chick. The same shit you asked the other girl, and she wasn't big either. She was medium. But the same stuff you asked both of these women, the one girl falls into that criteria, but you told her she still wasn't valuable because the criteria that you said women base men off is valuable. She also had, why doesn't that make her valuable? So if you said what makes a man valuable or of worth is because he has money or he has the stature and and he don't want a gold digger, yada, 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 and all this other stuff. But then you find a girl that's not going to be a gold digger. You go back and say, well, she's not maternal, she's not mothering, she's not nurturing, she's not trying to stay home and raise the babies. But then when you had a girl that said, I'm willing to do that, like I know how to cook, I know how to clean, I want to do this, I want to do that. Then you sat up and said, well, what are you bringing to the fucking table? It's like we can't fucking win. And I hate to make this thing about the sexes, but it's like, you can't, women, y'all got to stop doing this shit too. You can't be like, oh, well, I want to secure the bag. All right, what bag you trying to secure? What we trying to do? Oh, I'm trying to get these dudes with money and so they can take care of me and give it to me. But then you get judged off of being a prostitute or whatever. And it has nothing to do with sex. It has the fact that, because some girls, if they good, they'll get the money without even touching the bottom parts. So it ain't got shit to do with sex. It's about the fact that you are just using this man as a personal ATM, and you're mad that that's what he is judging you by. You're only good for looking good, and I'm going to give you money for looking good. And you can't get mad that his shallow behavior is further enticed by your shallow behavior. So I just get tired of the judging people off of stuff like, because it's like, when you get old, then what? You got this, like, say you like in your 50s, you get this 20-something-year-old girl, 30 years younger than you. As you get closer to older, what you think she going to do? You think she going to sit on the porch and drink lemonade with you when you old? You think she not going to get on your fucking nerves because y'all have like a generation of, damn near 2 generations of years in between y'all, and y'all have shit in common. The only thing you had in common was the fact that y'all met in the same room. I don't fucking know. But the point is, you get mad because this person, you're like, damn, this person don't even like, oh, you are fucking annoying. I'm telling you, ladies. Or you get with a guy, oh my God, he's so boring. He just want to sit there. The man is 80. What you think he gonna do? So it's like, y'all need to really pull back that toxic judging and rating system and base it. Like, there's nothing wrong with having an attraction to someone or having a specific type that you are attracted to. No one's saying you can't have that, but you can't base you can't base the value of a person, of a human life, based on that alone. You can't. I'm just sorry. I hate to break it to you. So I am about to sign off of here. That's all I wanted to talk about. There's no writer's reflections, but I do want to say this. I will come back for another season. I think I'm going to come back close to the end of the year. And I really, really, really do thank you. Thank you all for all of the shit that y'all been doing. Like, all the support. Like, you guys have been supporting me. And I'm just like so happy. I'm really, really happy. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. For those of you that have subscribed to this podcast, as well as subscribe to my social media, or follow me on other channels, or just support, share, whatever y'all do, I don't even care. The fact that the matter is that y'all did that, and I can't thank y'all. So hopefully we're going to see y'all next season. I'm thinking probably, I'm trying to just get an idea, maybe a calendar idea of when. I'm thinking maybe probably in December, end of the year, or we'll go into January. Or I might just start in February like I did before. Who knows? We'll see. But I will probably have a pop-up episode between now and then to showcase some stuff. And that is about it. Also, before I let you go, I'm having 15% off in my merch store. Why? Because it is the 15th anniversary of my book, The Virus Within. And that being said, I figured I had 15% off discount on my merch store. So head on over to Insomniac Writer Merch and get you some stuff and use that promo code. The promo code is on the top of the banner. I think it's Save 15 or something like that. But go get you some stuff. Holidays is coming. All right, guys, I am out of here. Take care. Be awesome. Be you. But above all else, love yourself. And stop judging people. And stop judging yourself. Life hard enough. Why are you making it harder? All right, I'm out.